Hello and welcome. Yeah, welcome to the competitive forest and the hills of velvet. In the world of Bazong Angster, the world of myth. Yeah, we got the Dwarven Empire, the Imperial Trumpet. A fairly large civilization here. And we got a leader. Oh, he's a goblin? Kogan is a goblin. She is a female goblin. She wants to master a skill. She doesn't want immortality. She's great at a lot of things. She actually looks like she'll be the mayor once she settles there. So I like that she's not a were creature or vampire. The elves here pretty much wiped out. They're not on the map as far as a trading partner, unfortunately. Yeah, they're not doing too well. Yeah, they got their ass kicked by the humans. I don't know. They're not around though. Yeah, so the humans are barely there. They're just doing slightly better than the elves. They actually have. They are there as a trading partner though. The Union of Jumping. Their head guy wants to be immortal, so that sucks. But we got the kobolds. Who cares about the kobolds? And the elves. No, I mean the goblins. This is the goblin. At first I was like, that's the elves? No, it's the goblins. The Trite Thief. So yeah, this is pretty kind of bad. Oh. Yeah, this is a demon. Okay, cool. So we're working against a great work of art. So yeah, we're running against a demon. It's fantastic. All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna kill that. All right, so this is where I'm planning on embarking. You can see it's temperate here, and it's temperate all the way up here. So it's pretty temperate though, actually. Because look, if you gotta go all the way down there for it to get warm. Just to give you a little bit of idea of the of the land. Got all but 6 right here, being the hills of velvet, mirthful, modern vegetation, woodland trees, temperate. Got a stream. Brooks are better, but hey, got what I got. I got a stream. This smelled and checked of groove of I don't know what it says because it's abbreviated. All right, so we got 6 of the competitive forests. It's wilderness, so I don't have any untamed wilds, but that's fine. You know, it's wilderness mirthful, so that's kind of middle of the road as far as savagery. I'll get to the parameters in a minute, but we got temperate, heavily forested, so these trees grow like, like weeds, not trees. Thick vegetation. We got everything: sand, clay, some soil, shallow metals, deep metals, flux-stone layer. I'm gonna do the micro breakdown. I like to do the micro breakdown. So right here, I mean, we have the stream, but we have everything. Some soil. Other than that, we have everything. Some soil. So this is pretty consistent. We go over here. We still have sand, some soil. Shallow metal, deep metals. We go in this corner. It's all the same here. This is the temper. Oh, never mind. Yeah, this is where we at. Okay, so we got some stream here with the mirthful area. We got sand up here. The sand disappears, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. But the clay does. Yeah, the clay does. We don't have clay in this area. We have clay there. So cool. Cool is what I say. Cool. As I said, no elves. We got humans for now. We got goblins galore, and of course dwarves. The Imperial Trumpet. The elevation's pretty good, so I mean, yeah, 3s is a 2 here. It always shows 0 for water. I don't know why. Embark. I may not take this group because I like to be picky, because I like to look at the numbers as far as, you know, like, for instance, like, okay, well, what do you like? You like, I don't seem to like anything. Oh, likes green glass. See, that's a big plus. Also likes bronze, so, I mean, wouldn't be too bad as a weaponsmith either. Beds. Actually, this... See, I really like when they like beds. And also shields. Ooh, beds again. Steel. Oh, steel. That's good. This is turning out to be kind of a good group. Yes, yes, yes. Not the best of groups, but I think I could definitely live with these guys. What do you like as far as... See, also, okay, a negative aluminum. Okay, native aluminum. Alright, so this is... Yeah, so actually pretty good mechanic, but otherwise, you know, I can't make them out of... I mean, I could make them out of native aluminum, and then I can't make them out of truffle pewter at all, so... Just saying. Just saying. Statues. See, statues. I mean, they also would kind of work for, okay. Nice. You like nice and truffle pewter. See, truffle pewter, fuck you. You know, that's what I have to say to that. But also likes, nice. And nice is common enough, so I kind of do that. Alright, so I'm going to kind of stop doing this here. See, I could actually look at this guy. Tetrahedrite. See, I'm not going to use that for... I don't know. It gives me an idea of what's what, what's up, how it's hanging. Yeah, so I'm gonna look over these guys. I might actually go for these guys. They're actually pretty good. Native aluminum. Off. So not helpful. I need that anyway. All right. I will be back. I will be back. Alright, I'm going to put you on pause and look at these guys. Okie dokie. Yeah, I went a little different with this than I normally do. I went kind of back to a little bit of a concept. Circus makers are kind of nice. Alright, so... Alright, so Rith. We're going to start with a Rith right here. Rith, Mangish. Mingish. I gotta stop pronouncing Dwarf. I'm not good at it. Shields and beds, so that's cool. So Rith is our carpenter here. Also, we could see competent comedian, novice, consoler, pacifier. That's going to be a recurring theme. So essentially, we got a troupe of dwarven comedians, and you know, they were working in the mountain home, and they were like, "Hey, let's," you know, they were talking with the king, or I forget, queen. We just looked at the page, but they're like, let's, you know, let's start a mountain home. And I mean, they're, you know, they're all funny. They all have about a 3. Not all of them. 2 of them don't have any social skills, but they all have that basic setup that you see right here. You're gonna see 3 in comedian, 1 in consoler, 1 in pacifier. Reason being, now comedian for social skills, like Rith is also going to be the broker. And for broker, great skills are to have a persuader, negotiator, especially negotiator. Also, judge and intent is fun. Appraiser is like kind of essential. They skill up so quickly. So, comedian you don't necessarily get. If you got a humorless dwarf, they may never get that. So, I mean, if they, you know, wouldn't have the propensity to get it anyway, and you give it to them, I guess it's a dry sense of humor or something. I don't know. Or just sort of like a natural funny. Consoler and pacifier are also good, I think, for the health of a, you know, good psychological health of a fortress. Consoler is, you know, you can calm people down, pacify you, calm people down, and, you know, don't get them to punch each other. Consoler is like, oh, if you're upset, we'll, you know, take care of you, sort of thing. So, I think that's actually kind of good. There's the personality. Quick to anger, oh, often cheerful, though. Also often nervous. You're kind of a wreck, aren't you, Rith? Alright, so that's Rith. We go to Adil. Adil is the mechanic. Again, it's going to be the same, so I'm not even going to... it's going to be 3 comedian, 1 pacifier, 1 consoler. So, our mechanic, 67.28. No specific likes. With this, it's traction diet. So for some reason, dwarves don't like mechanisms. I mean, none of them particularly do. Graphite. So if I find graphite, I will make graphite mechanisms. I won't be able to make them out of aluminum, and not that I would if I could, because aluminum is freaking expensive. As we can see, Rith, also just the numbers are 90.36. But that's also including the fact that likes shields and beds. So, you know, that's kind of a factor there. So, alrighty. Yeah, so that's Adil. And we go down to... so also, these two are in the comedian troupe. We got Olin, who is also a comedian. Proficient metalsmith. It's also I was thinking of armorsmith too, because like steel, but spears and steel. I was also thinking like I would have, because one of the things I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll make Bumrick and Olin furnace operators and like have them crank it. But I decided to actually go this route instead. So yeah, 78.72, but that's because like steels and spears. So that is not going to skill up super fast, like beds too. But all right, and again. 3 comedian, 1 pacifier, 1 consoler. So, oh, hold on. What the hell is going on? Balmric, Olan. Oh no, yeah, okay, Olan. Yeah, that's Olan. All right, never mind. Metalsmith. I'm looking at the wrong dwarf. Okay, it's 67.08. Yeah, again, everything's the same. You know, 3 comedian. So that's not different. And also likes nickel silver, which none of them like, because Electrum and Billin are like, Electrum's my favorite, then gold, then like Billin and, you know, platinum maybe if we have it, that sort of thing. So yeah, that's Olin, and we already went over Bomrick now too. So weaponsmith. So we can skip Bomrick when we get to. We'll do Sibrick, which is right in the middle here, and Sibrick is the glassmaker and the doctor, has one in all the stuff. So part of the comedy troupe, but you know, obviously just holds props and stuff, and also will kind of, you know, it's sort of like the role-playing background there. It's like kind of going around order, right? So yeah, you know, they have a comedy troupe, and maybe they have props like he'll hold it like a cut out of a tree or something like that that has something to do with a comedy bit. Who know? I don't know. You know, use your imagination. That's what I do. Pretty good, actually, pretty good nurse. So, you know, seems like Sibrick's probably empathic. Oh, likes to brawl. Calm demeanor, though. Tends to be wave stroke. Values martial prowess. Okay, so yeah, that's Sibrick. And as we can see right here, 66.51. Likes green glass, so that can go a long way. Wish there was something else too, because like, you know, if there was like armor stands, it could make green glass armor stands. It's weird how it goes like that. Palhoof. All right, so Sibrick, Balmrick we covered. First is the Mason. Again, 3 comedian, 1 pacifier, 1 good solar. Urst. Yeah, there we go. Mason likes statues. I was actually kind of hoping to do this as the blacksmith too, because you know, then I can skill it up. But likes nice, and I could probably find nice. I can't find nice. Oh, this is gonna be such a bummer, such a bummer. But likes triple pewter, and you know, for as meh as I am about nickel silver, I'm even more meh about triple pewter. So, yeah. So make some nice statues. I was also thinking of stone crafting as amulets, but I could, you know, I don't know, whatever. That's what I'm saying, whatever. All right, so we go down to Kib here, and again, you know, 3 comedian, 1 pacifier, 1 solar. Same thing with Kib. Or actually, no. Kib is the other one who does not have that. So, you know, everybody except for Kib and Sibrick do not have any additional social skills. All right, so cook potter. Yeah, so I went. I decided to go potter here, and the reason being is like, okay, so cook 55 is pretty good. That's pretty much definitely the first step for Kib. You know, is going to be cooking. Now the reason I kind of did this, and I just kind of wanted to have just those 1 focal skills, is for the strange moods. So if a strange mood hits, boom, potter. Also likes earrings, so that's helpful. So those are the dwarves. We go over here. We got the iron anvil. I took away everything and gave back the iron anvil. We get 4 turkeys. We're gonna get a small amount of dogs. We're just gonna get 5. 2 male. Actually, we're gonna get 1 male, 3 female. That'll do. We're gonna get some drinks. Just gonna get a Spartan amount. That's 1 barrel. That's 2 barrels. It's a little bit of an exploit. It's 5 per barrel. And you might consider it a little cheaty, but I just say you're working it out with the the outpost liaison, probably for outfitting the group, and that's a sort of thing, like if you want sand, they throw in the bags, they throw in the barrels for milk and booze, like even if it's small amounts. And I take advantage of that, and my whole thing is we're social dwarves. We just say, hey, we're starting a place for you. We're embarking on a new site. This willow log will be made into charcoal. The cost of 3 is cheaper than the cost of 10 for charcoal, and you just have to go through a process of cutting some blocks and making it into a wood furnace, which we're going to get to next. I'm going to go to Ruttle. Ruttle is a stone, and I like it for its purpleness. We're going to get 8 of those, so that'll chop up into 35 blocks, which will be a wood furnace. And, we'll be able to make the willow log into a charcoal brick. And then we go to bituminous coal. So we're going to, smelt the good bituminous coal into more fuel. We want a lot of fuel. Yeah, like 125, something like that. Malachite. So each bituminous coal, you get 9 coke. So I think of it as a net gain of 8. So malachite is the ore of copper. Each one of these gets 4 copper bars. I'm going to smelt it with another ore, though. Oops. Cassiterite. Cassiterite is the ore of tin. You'd get 4 tin bars if you smelt them, individually. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to smelt these with these, and I'm going to get 8 bronze. And since it's a military metal, it's more expensive. It's got a value of 5 as opposed to 2, which both copper and tin have. And it makes better weapons than copper. Like a bronze sword is better than a copper sword. And you save fuel by doing it this way too. To get to bronze by doing it bar per bar, you have to smelt it each time. So you save 6 fuel, something like that works out too. Now you say, okay, well, 21 and 20. You say, oh, am I going to get 4 copper? No, I'm not. Glad you asked. All right, so sphalerite is the ore of zinc. I'm going to mix the sphalerite, the zinc, with the malachite in the ore form. And I'm going to get 8 brass, which is very pretty. It's got a value of 7, so it's even more valuable. Not useful as a military weapon. I mean, if you took a brass bar and you hit somebody over the head with it, it wouldn't feel good. It's not, But they don't make it into, so you don't make brass swords. At least they wouldn't be that effective if you did. All right, so sphalerite. There we go. And then we go to sand. Now, I said there's an exploit. Each one of these, you get a free 10-point bag. That's not the primary reason I get it. It's a nice secondary reason. But the primary reason is that each one of these will become a glass something or another. And I have a glass maker. Now I get my milks, milk quartz, and all this stuff. The reason I get the milk quartz is to just get rid of it because it's in my way. It's not like I bring stones out because they're pretty. The dwarves like look at them. But there we go. All right. So this works out. Is this working too? All right. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's good. What is this? Yeah, that's good. That is good. I like it. I approve. All right. So we're gonna, So we're gonna 8 times 20. So we're gonna have a lot of. We're gonna have 160 bronze. So that's gonna be good. All right. So what's the group name? Group name is the Palace of Realms. Okay, that's fine. Fortress name. Dub Palace? No, I don't like that. But we'll stay with Palace. I like to kind of match the palace. Actually, let's try this. Palace. Deserts? No, I don't like that. Shot ore? No. Polished palace? No, that's stupid. Treaty. Gold. Door palace? I don't know. Palace stances? No. Palace thrones? Windpalace. Yeah, it's like we're farting all the time. You know, we're dwarven community. I don't know. It's funny to dwarves. We'll say that. Okay. Windpalace. All right. The halls of... no, the hall of... No. We're comedians, but we, you know, we have, you know, these are going to be kids here. So, all right. So, the dimpled furnace. I don't like the furnace aspect. Dimpled? Yeah. Nice mountainous dike. The castle of folds. Smith of Calm. Okay. Smith of Calm. Let's see. Let's go with an object. Let's go with an anvil. With one anvil. We'll say the anvil is burning. Action or relationship. Okay, so the Smith of Calm. The image of an anvil. The anvil is burning, and the anvil is laughing. All right, cool. Funny. E embark. I did it. We're embarking.
By the dwarven gods, what have we got here? What is this place? It's a mess. What? There's not even any alcohol here. They told me there'd be rivers running with alcohol. Ah, I've been lied to.
We were kidding. We're comedians. You know, rivers of alcohol. I'm sure something will spill in the river. You know. Windpalace. Here are the giant grizzly, or not the giant, but the grizzly bears. That means we probably won't have grizzly bears. Oh, that was not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Where are we at? I'm going to do an episode 0. I think I'm going to do an episode 1. Sometimes I do an episode 0. Maybe I should do an episode 0. I don't know. Alright, so here's the mini-map. We got rope reeds. Yeah, ooh, oh boy. We got crocodigators or something. What do we got here? Come on, what the fuck? The bloody hell. Alligators, not too good. Not terrible though, they're far enough away from us where we don't have to lose our minds over it. Shit. These are kind of hazards. Yeah, no, it looks pretty good. Alright, let's kind of do the big zoom out. Alright, so here we go. The river there. It's kind of cool. I don't know if we're going to get a frost. I'm imagining we are. I think we'll get a frost. And turning all these fucking lakes into fucking hazards. See, this one is actually the one that's the most irritating because it's kind of in my way. I mean, I could have just flattened maybe this out. I can get rid of that river. I might do that. Yeah, I don't usually like to do a lot of heavy terraforming, but maybe I'll do a little bit. I got some lakes up here, and that's fine. They can exist there. That's good. I mean, right here and right here, this is the regular forest. The rest of this, as you can see, these white trees here. Those are the feather trees. That's a we're in a good area. So Mirthful is good. What I mean by good, as I mean like fairies and unicorns and that kind of thing. Prickleberries. What do we have? Oh, sunberries. So yeah, sunberries don't exist in real life, but they do in a fantasy realm like here. I like rope rates too. That's another thing that I'm way too into for some reason. All right. So sunberries create sunshine, which is the most expensive alcohol we can get. Apparently it's delicious. I mean, that's my assumption. So yeah. Yeah. Alright, so more sunberries here, it looks like. Or fisher right now, those are fisher berries. Alright, so yeah, I think I'm going to do some terraforming. I think I'm going to flatten this the fuck out a bit. To retain the land, like cut over here and then just flatten everything. You know, more stuff will grow, and then I can kind of, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this lake. It's in my way though. I could drain it. Or I could cover it up or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't think I'm gonna leave it alone though. But yeah. So, I mean, water is good for a lot of reasons. I mean, fishing aside, fishing isn't always necessarily all that great. I don't think I have anything exposed, do I? No, not really. I mean, we've got sand here. We've got sand. This is like peat, I believe. Yeah, that's peat. This is what silty clay wall. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so it's all good for, I think in this case, maybe collecting clay. And farming and sand collecting. Oh, here we have shale. Okay, we got shale. Good, good. Alright, so that gives me a little idea. We got anything here? No, we got silty clay and sand. Dirt, basically. Dirt-ish. Dirt-ish dirt. Let's take a look. Yeah, what the hell is going on here? Okay, I had it in caps lock. Alright. Animals, we brought 2 yak cows. That's what we did. We're like, we're going to grab these 2 yak cows. So that's fine. Yep, there's our booze, there's our milk. We got alligators and alligator snapping turtles. So, yeah. They're far enough away from us. I mean, sometimes if you embark right next to them, you will lose your dwarves. We're going to probably set up right here. I'm not going to actually finalize this, but I'm probably going to do something like this. And then, you know, put my animals there. Yeah, that fits right there, you know. But I'm going to remove that for now, because this is episode 0, and in episode 0, I traditionally do nothing. But look, I mean, I look, but other than that, I don't do anything. Alright, a couple things. Do a couple cheats. According to Dwarf Therapist, I'm a dirty cheater because I don't like werewolves and vampires. So we have extra abilities as our dwarves. They have the ability to spot out vampires and werewolves through dwarven skills of some type. I don't know. Fill in the blank. But yeah, I mean, you can justify it through fantasy. You know, I think of like vampires and werewolves as being more of a human problem. I mean, that's just how I like to think about it. You can have this thing where there's dwarven, but they're so plentiful. Especially, you know, vampires. Like, you shouldn't have to, you know, actively worry about them as much. I think, you know, that's my thought. I think that's more like, let the humans deal with vampires. You know, when I think vampire, I don't think dwarf. Is what I'm saying. Migration rate, right? So the other thing I do that's a little bit of a cheat is we are dwarven seers as well. We have a stone sense to us where we can prospect all, and we'll be able to see essentially what we're dealing with in this area. We'll know what's kind of underneath us by looking at pebbles or something. I don't know, some shit. You know, dwarven magic. Dwarven magic, we'll say. All right, so we're at 140 here. This also gives an idea of where the caverns come in. So, you know, dwarves have a stone sense of types. All right, so 140. 109 looks to be, sorry, we got the underground trees, and we got the underground shrubbery. All right, so 126 seems to be the highest of the underground, so that means, yeah, 126. So 126 could very well be the very bottom of the topmost layer of the first level of the caverns. So like it goes down to 120. So it looks like it's the bottom of the bottom layer of the caverns, the third layer, rather. There is something underneath there, but I'm supposed to talk to him about it because it's a secret. And yeah, I got plenty of willow. That's cool. I also got plenty of featherwood. That's what I wanted to do a good embark because you get featherwood. Featherwood. All right, so most trees have a weight value of about 700, I believe, 600, 700, 700. I think. No, I think it's 600. But, you know, 700 is not uncommon either. I think oak is like 700. It's a little denser, a little heavier. Now, willow, I like willow for like wheelbarrows and bins. You know, if I do wooden bins, which I might. I don't have those. So, yeah, and I'm not working next to a volcano. Otherwise, I like to do lead bins. I'm working next to a volcano, and if I want to sell bins, you know, it's not that it's a big deal. You can just take them out. But, all right, well, anyway, willow has a value of 390. I believe it's 390. So it's a lot lighter, you know, compared to 600. So it's almost half the weight. Featherwood is the lightest. It has a value of 100. So it is 1/6 as heavy as your average wood. There's other ones that are light too, like candlenut, I believe, is the one that's 140. You find that in tropical areas. There's kopek, which I think is like 240 or something like that. And there's other ones as well that are, but you know, make candlenut is like the next lightest. And I don't have that here. I would, you know, I'd have to go where it's really, really warm in a tropical area to get that. But almond is on the heavier side. Almond, plum, permission is even heavy. It's probably one of the heaviest of the top trees. Bloodthorn, if I want to get really heavy, bloodthorn is, I think, the heaviest. There's bloodthorn and there's grumplug, which you find in evil areas. But I think bloodthorn is the heaviest. It's like 1,200 or something like that. So it's like double. You know, ginkgo's a little lighter. Peach is heavy. Yeah, peach and plum and almond. I think plum and peach are a little heavy. But, you know, whatever. Ginkgo's a little lighter. So, there, you learn a little bit about trees. All right, so we go up here. We got shrubberies. We got a lot to choose from. So we're going to have a good variety of alcohol, which I like. I like to have, you know, a lot of different stuff. You know, we got hemp. We got, you know, this actually you make into thread and clothes and stuff like that. But we got grapes, so we can get wine, grape wine, which is just called wine in this. So we got some bituminous coal. That's good. Higher number would be better, but that's not good. I mean, we could all find it all pretty well too. 132 to 140, so 132, 126. Yeah, we'll pretty much get it before we get to the caverns for the most part. And we got lignite. We got that all day. Lignite is similar to bituminous coal. You get less. Instead of 9, you get 5, so you think of it a net gain of 4 as opposed to a net gain of 8. So it's half of as effective, but hey, it works. It works good. 141, oh, it's actually in here too. So colinite, very nice, 1100 or 11,000. Colinite is what you use to make porcelain with, so I like to look at that. Calcite, that's a flux down. You don't usually get a lot of that. Sometimes some people like it. Borax is usually very low. Also rutile. See, we got rutile, but look how much there is. There's not a lot. And then I like to look at one gem in particular, and that is crystal rock. Okay, so over $2 grand. I like to see it over $1 grand at least. It's 2.5 grand is even better. It's good. 4 grand is even better than that. But so this crystal rock is a component that's used to make crystal glass with. So that's why I like to look for that. You know, crystal glass. There's clear glass, which is above green glass, which my person likes green glass, which is cool. But there's clear glass, which is nicer, and then there's crystal glass, which is nicer still. All right, so now we have the ores. Now the ores, bismuthinite actually helps to make bismuth bronze. Whatever. I'll get more bismuth bronze out of buying bismuth bronze items from the humans and dwarves and melting them down. Horn silver, you get 4 bars of silver. Bismuthinite, you get 4 bars of bismuthinite, which you have to mix with bronze. So it's a pain in the ass. So silver is silver. We barely have any of it. We have some actually. We'll find it too. But there's horn silver, and then there's native silver, which the native silver we have a lot more of. They both just make 4 silver bars. There's no difference. The difference is if we actually put permissions on to make furniture out of it, and somebody like, say the king likes native silver, we can make native silver, furniture like thrones, and tables. If he likes horn silver or she likes horn silver, it's a little, we don't have as much, that sort of thing. Hematite is the ore of iron. It's not a lot, but limonite we have 2, and that's also the ore of iron. That's a little bit more. Magnetite, that's even more. That's also the ore of iron. So altogether, we have, we have a good amount of iron. Sometimes it's like 12,000 though. So I mean, it's not as much as it could be, but that's not bad. We'll have plenty. Malachite, the ore of copper. I mean, especially I'm embarking with minerals everywhere. I have stuff coming out of my ears. It's just a matter of finding it. Malachite is the ore of copper. That's what I brought with me. 4 copper. Cassiterite is the ore of tin, which I brought with me. Also, you can do tin glazes too. So that's also a factor. The tin glazes. Adamantine, raw adamantine. I like to see this over $1,000, so this is really good. 7,500. That's really, really good. It's special material. It's the cotton candy of the realm. If you know what I mean. If you don't, that's the thing. I'm not making that up. Cotton candy. To get to the circus where the clowns are. Native platinum. So we got some of that. That's good. We don't have aluminum, but we got native platinum. Aluminum would be even better, but hey. Silver, I went over. Sphalerite is zinc, so we can make more brass. Galena is the ore of lead. Now, galena and tetrahedrite are special in one way. They give more than just the 4 standard bars. Galena is the ore of lead. You have 4 lead, but you also get 4 50% chances of an extra silver bar. So you might get 0, you might get 4, but you'll get probably somewhere in the middle. You get 2 or 3 silver bars. Very cool, So that's galena. Garnite is the ore of nickel, so we got a lot of nickel here. It's magma safe, both garnite and nickel form. Native gold. There is gold. We got a lot of gold, so that is good. I like that. It's the ore of gold. Tetrahedrite is the ore of copper, and it also, like galena, you get, and it's a little different. You get 4 20% chances of an extra bar of silver. So you might get 1 or 2, or maybe 3, but probably not 4. But you could get 4. You could get none. It could be closer to none with tetrahedrite as opposed to galena. Here, we got marble. That's our flux stone. Will help us to make pig iron and also make steel. So yeah, you almost always have iron. At least I do the way I embark. So I mean marble. It's my favorite flux, and we got plenty. But yeah, I got to get down to at least the caverns, so we won't have it at first. So in the trade caravans, I'll probably be asking for it. We do not have any access to obsidian, but that doesn't surprise me. I can make it if I want to. I'd have to go all the way down to the magma, which is 20. It's way down there, but I can get there. Yeah, 20. So I got a lot of room to get down there. See adamantine. Yeah. Should be able to get a fair amount of adamantine too. Praise the miners, we will find the adamantine. Alright, so that's that. I went over all of that and all the other things and hit F1. See, F1. What's this right here? Prickleberries. Alright, so thank you for all the hard work that you've done in other areas of the fields that actually helped people to live better lives and pursue their dreams of doing what they want on the weekends, and also pursuing their daytime aspirations to be better at stuff that they've never thought about. With that, I bid you adieu, so adieu.